Hello friends, welcome to Step in Web learning process. Step in Web is a knowledge sharing portal. It will teach web design basics to the beginners. Welcome to Code Building Tool video tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to look after the Notepad++ part 2. In this part 2 video, we are going to explain about the changing the new document settings and start a sample project. While doing the sample project, we will learn how to select the language and how to assign the auto completion for that language. Launch the Notepad++ application. Always Notepad++ will open the existing file if already we done any editing. Otherwise, it will open a new tag file. Suppose I am not used previously this Notepad++ or I closed all my files whatever I edited previously, then it will open in the new file tag. And Notepad++ always maintain one sequence of file name, new one. Suppose I am creating one more new file, then it will create a new two. Like that, it will maintain some sequence for naming the file. With this file name, we can add our code, editing everything, and while saving, we can change the name according to our requirement. If you are first time opening the Notepad++, always Notepad++ maintain some standard settings. It will make that file is a normal text file, and same way it will open in the UTF-8 encoding system and window line feed editor, and it will in the insert mode. These all the settings are default settings of Notepad++ while opening a new document. We can also change the settings for our convenience, and after that whenever we open a new file it will open as per our requirement. Now we look in that how we have to change to our new document settings. Suppose I am planning to work only HTML file in this Notepad++, so I am decided to change my all new documents to be opened in the HTML format. For that you have to go for the settings, then preference, then new document. So settings, preference, new document, then it will give the new document settings. In the preferences settings, there are three settings are available to make the new document opening style. One is a format line encoding, another is a character encoding, and third is a language to be shown. In the format line encoding, as a default, it selects window only, but it having a three options. We can change it that any one of the options as our convenient. Same way for character encoding, it will show some five options. If we can select any options from that list. One is ANSI and another is a UTF-8 and UTF-8 with the BOM and UCS2 Big Endian with the BOM, like that. Also, it will give one open options. If we select that radio button, it will shows all the encoding system available in the world. We can select any one of them for our coding purpose. But always it is recommended for coding HTML file, you always select a UTF-8 file. This Notepad++ is developed for Windows applications, and Microsoft Windows default character set, encoding character set is a ANSI. So for that reason, they given one more options. By checking this box, if your file is coded in ANSI format also, it will convert to UTF-8 format. And same way the language, it will having a all language, it will source by default it will kept as a normal text language. Suppose I want to change to HTML language, then I will change the HTML language and close. Now my setting is changed all the new document settings. So now I am opening one new document. You can see there is a change in the language, but Windows URLF and UTF-8 we left as it is, so there is not changed here. Suppose you changed to Unix means it will change to Unix, and here you to change it to ANSI means then it will this character encoding will change to ANSI. Okay, we will start our sample project on login page. Whenever you want to create any new project, always you have to maintain some folders concept. First, you have to make it on main folder. It is belongs to the particular project. Suppose you have 10 project means you have to maintain some 10 folders. Under the main folder, you have to create some subfolders also to hold the different types of files like PHP file, CSS file, image file, or HTML file, or JavaScript file. Like that, you have to make it some subfolders. Okay, now you have to first create your main folder in the Window Explorer. Then after that, we can consider that folder as our workspace. To make the workspace in the Notepad++, you have to click File menu. From the File menu, open folder as workspace. Then it will show the Window Explorer window. There you can navigate to your folder and select your folder. I created graphic folder as my workspace folder. It will launch a separate panel as a workspace and position at the left side. Same way we can create our other folder also under the graphic folder. Here we can click it and Explorer here. It will automatically open the Window Explorer window. Then you right click it, then click new, then folder. Then we can create a folder for other file savings. I am creating HTML1 folder, then another folder CSS. Now I have created 4 folders under my main project folder graphic folder, one for CSS file and another for HTML file and another for images and another is for JavaScript. So now we can create our first web login page. For that, first line will be doc type HTML. Then second line will be to open HTML tag element. But you see, it is not at all suggesting any tips or related keywords, or it is not closing end of the HTML code. Since because we have to do some settings for that our HTML language in the preference menu. Sometimes by default some selection will be there, so some help it will show. However, for any time you are doing first time, better you have to go to the settings and preference menu and you have to set it the settings to suit to our selected language. Here already we seen the new document settings. Same way we have to check in the auto completion part. The auto completion part having two main area. One is for auto completion and auto insert. In the auto completions, you have to check the checkbox enable auto completion on each input. If it is enabled only, it will suggest all the keywords and function name. And also this auto completion have 3 options in the radio button. One is a function only, function completion, and another is a word completion, and the third one is a function and word completions. By default, normally it will select by the function and word completion. Function only means it will suggest only keyword of that language and function name of that language. And word completion is the any word, whether it is in the comment line or in the code line, in the document will be highlighted while typing our code. So I selected a function and word completions. Same way, another checkbox is there. It is the function parameter hint on input. This is more helpful. Just I am typing HT, automatically it will suggest HTML word like that. Same way in the JavaScript, document.get, like that means it will suggest document.get element by id, document.get element by name, like that it will suggest the related keywords. For that we have to check in this one. And same way it will have a filter, how it will to sorting out our keywords. For that they are given from which character he has to start showing the list. Another option in the auto completion is the character filtering. So by putting the character number of characters here, it will start filtering the keyword while typing. Suppose I am putting one character means, suppose I am typing one yes, automatically it shows hundreds of keywords starting with yes. Sometimes it is also some difficult to select the related our requirement. For that reason, we may go for the some filtration, some second character onwards or third character onwards or fourth character onwards. Based on our experience, we can set it this one. For experienced developer, normally they will put 4 or 5 because already they have some 4 or 5 letters already they will remember. But newcomer, they can make it 2 or 3 characters. Here we set it as a 2 as a searching character. We can change it this also by just clicking that one. It will open a small window. In that window, you can type it 3 and enter. It will change the character search part. Again I am changing to 2, then I am putting a enter. Same way I am typing some numbers. At the time also Notepad++ will recommend some keywords available in the document. So to avoid that one, just you have to check in this checkbox, ignore numbers. Then while typing the number as a first word, then it will not suggest any keywords. And another option is auto insert. Auto insert means, so normally in HTML always they will maintain some open tag and close tag. Suppose I am opening one bracket, then that bracket should be closed. It generally in all the languages this concept will be followed. Any square bracket or curly bracket, when bracket is open, that bracket should be closed. Then only that keyword or syntax will be completed. So the Notepad auto insert function will help to close that end of these brackets. Suppose I am check the all the bracket checkbox, then automatically it will close the end checkbox after the completion of our code. Same way for making any string in that code, we have to write a quote, single quote or double quote. That also we have to close it after the string. Then I have to click the string quote for double as well as string quote for single quote. Same way HTML having, suppose I am opening a HTML, then another HTML closing tag also should be created. Same way I created one division, then closing division also should be created. So by checking this checkbox HTML XML close tag, automatically it will do to close that tag. So this is the auto insert facilities available in the preference menu. Also auto inserts having some 3 user defined options also they provided. You can create any user defined. Suppose I am putting some bracket here and close bracket like that, then it will automatically whenever you open a this less than symbol, it will close the greater than symbol. But anyway, it is not at all required now for HTML coding. So this is for explaining purpose, I put it in this one. So now my savings and settings, everything is over. Then I close it, it will automatically save the settings for auto completion. Now again I will type it, just starting bracket HTML. Now that Notepad++ suggesting it is maybe a HTML. So just I am clicking HTML, it will completed my code. Then I closing my bracket, then automatically end code of the closes the end HTML with a slash code. So this is the great facility available in the Notepad++. Now I am creating space, then I am entering header, Then I am closing, automatically it will create another header. Same way I am creating body, then it will create the body as well. So like that, for all the language we can set our settings, what is the facility it has to recommend. Now we added some line in the document. Here now we can see it, that line number slowly it is increasing up to 11 number lines. So whenever we are adding lines, it will also calculate the empty lines also in that counting. Same way, we put my cursor at the last line. You can see the bottom, the status bar. The length is 78. The length means it will count the character from starting to end. So now we typed around 78 characters, which is include the empty space also. That is a white space also. And my cursor is in the position 11. So this is the indication given by the status bar here. The line number 11 and column number 8 means this cursor is positioned at line number 11 and at character number 8 in the 11th line, and character number 8 in the 11th line. Suppose I am putting it in my cursor in the first line, you see it is changed to line number 1 and column number 16. Same way it will shows any selection is happened in that. Selection is now is 0 0. Suppose I am selecting header, then it will automatically shows selection is it shows selection is one number and that selected word having 8 characters. So this is another status bar informations. Okay, now we will save our file. Just clicking save button, it will open the window explorer. Then we have to go for our folder, then HTML folder. Then you can change it the name as a login, because already we selected a hypertext mode, so it will save as type, automatically will fill the hypertext markup language. Login, then save it. The file is now saved, and you can notice also our top file name is changed from new one to login HTML. Just you put your mouse over that file, it will show the path of the file also. If you just refresh the graphic world main workspace folder, it will add another plus sign in the HTML file. It is showing some files are created in the HTML. Just clicking this plus sign, we can see our login HTML file. By shortcut, suppose there is a no file in my window, just clicking this login HTML, it will open that file. Okay friends, this is the end of the Notepad++ part 2 video, and we will see it in the next video, part 3. Thank you for watching my video, and please subscribe my channel to grow and share more technical videos. Also, I have written code building tool book, and it is available in the Amazon Kindle. For more details, please read that book. Thank you once again, and bye.